Hello everybody, YouTube world, virtual world, the people I always talk to. This is going to be a personal video. This is my brother right here. This is a picture of him. That's his name. I don't know what you can see and what you can't see because the sun is beaming down, and I have one of those black phone covers on, for privacy, so I can't see nothing, but bear with me. This is my brother's tombstone, but he's to this side of me. He's buried right here, but I wanted to get the actual, view of him here. I know I don't talk about him a lot to anybody, not even just the YouTube world, but to anyone in general. I don't talk a lot about my brother. I tend to keep a lot of that to myself, because I am a greedy person and I'm selfish, so, what's mine is mine, and, it's my brother. Those are my memories. I talk to him, I talk about him, but I only talk about him to myself. I even very rarely talk about him to my own mother, his mother. But he was older. He's my older brother. I'm the baby. He was born in '89 and he died in '96. So he was 6. He had a little month after he turned 6. He would have been 7 that year. But as you can see, he passed away in January and his birthday's in December. It's crazy because I read his death certificate for the first time in 25 years, just a couple weeks ago actually, and it says here that he died January 2nd, and I think that's correct from what I can remember, but the whole burial service and everything was like, it was weird because I'm January 28th is my birthday, right? So he died 6 days before, and then his funeral was 2 days before. And I think I also read it correctly. It was rather the certificate or his burial was 2 days after my birthday. Right, so, crazy stuff. But as you can see, his nickname was Boo Boo, so he was lucky, right? The little son of a gun got Boo Boo. I got Bimbo. And before you laugh at me, I got Bimbo because of him. I hate that nickname. But he could not pronounce my middle name, which is weird because my middle name is his name. But one day, apparently, so Mom says, he was mad at me for something, and he said, "Shelby, old Bimbo," and that was it. It just stuck. But the cool thing is, his is Boo Boo, so, hell, I guess he's been setting trends since, 1989, since everyone in the free world today says Boo Boo. I used to not come here at all. I've been here quite a few times since I've been older. I don't do cemeteries. I blame my grandfather for that. Just kidding. I grew up watching zombie films, so, for the longest time I could not do funerals, cemeteries. I can't do it. Still scares me to this day, but I'm okay now. So many years of watching it, if anything would ever happen, I guess I would be ready for it. But he's right here, and you see, I think you can see, there's 2 other names on this tombstone, and it's apparently my great-grandfather, I think, and my great-grandmother. I don't know them. I don't talk about them. This is a family plot. There's people on the other side and there's people on the sides. Don't know them, don't talk about them. I just come here for him, obviously. It does bother me that he's here, but I won't get into all that because that's personal family crap. But, he's somewhere he shouldn't be. I know that. He shouldn't be here, but, it was a different time back then, so. But he would be, oh God, I did the math earlier because I suck at math. I was trying to be prepared. So he's 89, right? It's 2017. He would be turning 28 this year, December 4th. He'd be 28, which means he's almost 30, which is crazy. But I remember all kinds of things about him. I remember us playing together a lot. We always fought, always. And I think it's cute because my mom always says she thinks that both of us would have been gay. And you know, I don't know. I always think about stuff like that. I always think about what my life would have been like if he was here and stuff, and how he would be and what he would look like. But I always wonder about that. You know, how maybe easier it would have been growing up gay if he was here, or how he would have reacted to it, or how he would have treated me, things like that. You know, that kind of brotherly bond. But I always get curious about if he would have been gay too. My mom always says his favorite Disney princess movie was The Little Mermaid. I don't know if you consider her a princess, I guess, right? She married a prince. So his was The Little Mermaid, and mine was a toss-up. Mine was always like Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. So it's just funny, you know, you think about things like that, you know, think about where he would have been in his life, what he would have done, what we would have done. You know, all those sibling fights we probably would have been in. I'm sure it would have been great. But he's the oldest, and we're fully related, same mother, same father. And then there's one in the middle. His name's, I won't say his name for privacy purposes, actually, because we don't talk. We've never met. My mom's met him, and everyone on my dad's side, I do believe, has met him. We just became friends on Facebook sometime last year, actually, but we don't talk or anything. I messaged him, reached out to him, and we became friends, but that's it. So once he left, it was like straight up, you know, single sibling. You know, I didn't have the luxury of having others, or, you know, I won't ever have the luxury of being an uncle or anything like that. I won't have nieces, I won't have nephews, and that's okay. I mean, that's life, you know, you don't take that out on nobody. I don't blame nobody for that. That's just how it goes. But I just wonder, you know, because like if he would have been gay, I never would have been an uncle anyway, I guess, right? I mean, I guess you never really know. But that's him. Everyone says we looked alike, I guess. I don't know. I always feel like we look different, but maybe we could. Hell, we probably would have looked alike today. Now, you know, being all grown up and everything. Who knows? But that's him, and it's "We Will Always Love You" because that was the song dedicated to him by Whitney Houston when he passed away. And he has been resting here peacefully since 1996. So that's what? God, if I can do the math. 96. 21 years, oh my God. 21 years he's been here. Just chilling, just resting. Right here next to me. I can't believe I remember where he's at too, because I only know where he's buried. I'll try to move the camera without being too sloppy on my tripod. So, you know, there's his tombstone, and then he's right here, if you can see. I don't know if you can, but he's this way. And I only know that because of a faint photo that I've seen like 3 times in my life of me standing at the foot with my mom and my grandma. And it was fresh, you know, he was freshly buried, obviously, because of the dirt. So that's how I remember where he's at every time. And that's crazy, but that's how it goes. But I talk about him all the time to myself. You know, it's hard for me to share stuff like that. I don't mind doing it, you know, it's just, like I said, I'm selfish and I'm greedy. You know, my mom always says the best way to keep someone, you know, to keep him alive is to talk about him, but it's hard sometimes, especially with my mom, because God rest her soul, God bless her, you know, she's so emotional about it, which I can understand, you know, obviously. I don't know, I never lost a child, but I don't like getting her upset, so. But this is where he's at, and it sucks because, you know, I changed my name legally and everything, and I posted on Facebook that, you know, now I would never have to relate to the Miller name, and that's not true, because, you know, his last name is Miller, and that's one thing that breaks my heart, is that he will never be able to change his name. He'll never be able to know what it's like to be loved by a father. You know, the last thing my our birth father said to him before he died, I swear to God, it's no joke, He said, I don't love you. I never have. That's the last thing this boy heard from his dad before he died. And that's so gut-wrenching, because he won't get the opportunity that I got, you know, to find someone who wants to be a dad and love you unconditionally and be there for you and show you what it's like to have love from a father. He don't get that. I mean, he gets it spiritually, but I mean, in real life, he doesn't get that opportunity. You know, he can't change his last name. He can't become a Meryl Quinn. He can't, you know, he has to hold that name of someone who didn't even want him. It's disgusting. But that's it. I was gonna do this video as like to tell you all about my trip last week in New Jersey, but I figured since I was coming here, I would make it more personal, more relatable to him. I am gonna go though, because now it's my turn to talk to him. So be sure to like and subscribe for more, and that's it. Have a good day.